Hey everybody, welcome to Around the Twist, episode 277. It is December 21st, 2016. I have a whiny Phoebe. Right there. You hear her? Yeah, that's gonna get annoying really fast. Hush! Hush, puppy. I do not need to pet you all the time. You're fine. Here, roll over. I'll pet you with my foot. Okay, hopefully this keeps her satisfied. We'll see. How's everybody been? It's been a week. That would be my children not taking their naps upstairs, so we'll see. I might be joined by small ones before long. Coffee is definitely a necessity this week. Yeah, it's been crazy. Work, Christmas is 5 days away. The holidays are here, family's here, work is nuts, life is crazy. I still don't have last week's show up on iTunes. I'm sorry, I came down to do it just now, and Handbrake said it had been compressed a third time. I went to find the file, it wasn't there. So it's recompressing again, and we shall see. Hopefully, I will be able to post both last week's and this week's. We'll see how this goes. So, yeah, I don't think Tara's sleeping. And I think the camera's crooked, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna tilt just a little. Is that, I don't look like I'm on a tilt, do I? Do I look straight? Okay. So, yeah. Knitting show, right? Fiber crafts, that's what we do here. Hanging out in my small Stitched by Jessalou cupcake bag is my pink socks out of Lollipop yarn in the Some Like It Hot colorway. It's in their Gripe base, which is an 80-20 superwash merino nylon blend. Please don't scratch. Thank you. The knitting is done. I finished this yesterday. So the pattern is Genevieve's Tube Socks, which is by Jasmine and Gigi of the Knitmore Girls. Pattern's $1 if you want to get it. It's a fairly simple pattern, which is why I didn't mind shelling out $1 for it. Support other knitters. First sock's been done for a while. It's wild, crazy, hot pink. Second sock, the knitting is done. It is finished. Except I gotta weave in my cast-on tail, and I need to Kitchener the toe and weave in my end there. Phoebe, will you please quit? Why are you rubbing your stink on the couch, dog? She just walked the whole way around the couch right over here and like rubbing her side against it the whole way around. I don't, stop. Phoebe. Really, dog? It is that kind of week. Whatever. Anyway, so it's done. It's done. I went from needing, how many stripes did I need? Let's see. Yeah, that's so Tara not taking her nap like she's supposed to. So last week I was at 10 out of 19 stripes. So let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I was here. This pink stripe right here. I knit all of this, 9 more stripes plus the toe since last week. Done. Christmas present. Done and dusted. Finished. So I got this wild hair in my head that I was doing these as Christmas presents for my children. Or stocking stuffers or something. Because they've been watching me knit on this. So then I pulled out Gabe's. So this is also in a Stitched by Jessalou bag, the Jane Hatts pattern. And Gabe's last week, where was I? Gosh, I should have looked at this when I flipped back before. Sorry. Is it 12? What? 12 out of 17 stripes. So Gabe's socks are out of Friday Studios Monday base in the science fiction colorway, and hers is an 80-20 superwash wool and nylon blend. No, 75-25, excuse me. 75-25. Frida sadly is no longer dyeing yarn, but I'm sure you'd be able to find some in someone's stash on Ravelry if you're looking for some. So, let's see. So I was on this green stripe. Now granted, I just finished Tara's sock last night, and I didn't have my knit kit with me. So I didn't have a darning needle, that's the word I'm looking for. So I pulled out Gabe's sock and did a bit. I did like a stripe and a bit. So I'm at like 13.5 stripes. I need 17 for Gabe's because his stripes are slightly wider. And I think it's totally doable. If I sit down, like as soon as I'm done recording, and knit my little fingers to the bone because Grandma and Papa are here so they can watch the twins. Hubby's sleeping and he's going to be gone tonight, so I should, oh poop, I have to work tomorrow and Friday. I've got Saturday if I want these to be stocking stuffers. I can do that for Sunday. Maybe, might be doable. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how far I get today. That was the Genevieve's tube socks pattern as well. I'm knitting those both up on a US 1, a 2.25 millimeter needle, and I think for the next pair of socks, I'm going to keep it, I'll pick a slightly thicker yarn and go up to a 1.5 with the same stitch count just to make it a little bit bigger for them. Maybe. I'm debating. Or if the yarn that they like is still really thin, like both of these are, I'll stick with the US 1, but I'll up the stitch count, which isn't included in the pattern. They have 2 stitch count sizes, and I'm using the larger one as it is. So we'll see. The other thing that I've been working on, you've all seen these lovely things before. These are the Fiber Trends felted clogs. I love these. These are what I wear around the house slippers. My mom knit me a couple pairs 2 years ago for my birthday, and she sewed on these lovely little suede patches on the bottom of them. Well, they're just sewn on with sock yarn. It saves the sole of the slipper because where I tend to wear it out is up here at the toe or back here at the heel is where I wear through. Even though the sole is a double thickness of felted wool, that's where I wear them out. Because I do walk out, not necessarily outside, but I walk onto my front porch that's concrete. I walk onto the back patio that's concrete. I walk out to my garage to the deep freezes that's concrete. So the sock wool, even though it is a wool nylon blend, so it's tougher, it does wear out. So both pairs of my slippers, here's the other pair that she did for me. The patches were coming off. I'm going to put this one back on my foot because it's cold. The patches basically were worn smooth and they were like peeling back because all the stitching had come loose. So I cut off the old patches, flipped them over. So this is the side that's down now is the side that was toward the sole of the foot. So the part that wore smooth is now against the sole of the foot. So I've got these nice grippy soles on my slippers, so I'm not going to wipe out on our wood floors or even carpeted stairs. I've taken a tumble on stairs with these without patches on them. It's not fun. And then, so you can, okay, the difference between felting in a top loader and felting in a front loading washer. My mom did these at home in her top loader. I did this sad monstrosity in our front loader. These are the ones I knit last year for hubby for Christmas. And I hadn't put the soles on the bottom of them. I have sewn the soles. So this is this sad wrinkled mess. So when they came out of the washer, they were kind of like this. Because front loader, you have no way to stop the cycle without water cascading everywhere. It's what I miss the most about having a top loader. But I think a few wearings, it felted kind of unequally. You can see like right across where it folded. Anyway, he says they're fine, but he hasn't worn them because and I don't blame him, he's scared of wiping out. So here's an unused patch. And the kit comes with you can buy these. They're by Fiber Trends. I forget where I got mine. I think maybe Jimmy Bean's wool, but it comes with a toe and a heel, and then it comes with some yarn that you sew it on with. Now, when I redid mine, obviously I didn't have any more of this gray yarn left, so I just went digging in the leftover sock yarn stash. That's why the toe is knit on with black and the heel is knit on with white, because it happened to be a self-striping yarn that I used. It worked. So I've got one of Hubby's slippers done. It's upstairs. I forgot to bring the second one down. I have to do this second one, and then his slippers will be ready for use. It's gotten colder around here. He's actually been wearing the wool socks that I've made for him. So this is kind of a big thing. I got to get this done. I was debating sending these home with my mom and having her felt them in the top loader, but I'm scared they'll felt down. So if I ever knit these again, I'll have my mom felt them so that they come out looking nice and not like... I mean, seriously. This one, see how the hole, where you the cuff, I guess, this is all nice. Look at Hubby's. This is Cascade 220. It should shrink beautifully. I don't know. I don't know what I did, but I've been sewing the patches on the soles. So what I do to sew the patches on, the holes are pre-punched the whole way around. I do like an over-under stitch going around, and then I just do a whip stitch around the outside. If you're wondering how I got them looking so neat, that's how. I go around each one twice so that it's sewn on nice and firmly. So that's everything and what's on the needles, what I've been working on. We are 5 days out from Christmas, people. By the way, everyone who celebrates, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Yule, Happy Solstice. Am I missing something? I probably am. Whatever you celebrate, I hope you're having a wonderful season. It's been a little nuts around here, but we're making it work. So I did bring down the thing I forgot last week for any questions. So, Corinne, we're back to your question that you posted a while ago that I had to skip last week. My mom left her cell phone here. Anyway, so I think my daughter is a bit older than your twins, and we're nearly done with potty training. I no longer need my diaper bag, but I need stuff. Like an extra pair of underwear, hand wipes, and snacks, plus of course my stuff and knitting. Do you have any suggestions? Basically, I guess I'm asking what you like for a regular purse when you're out with the twins. I have a work bag, but on weekends we like to be on the go to parks and Target, if I'm being honest. I was thinking about the Tom Bin Swift, but it's a bit big. I saw one once at SAF and it was more like tote bag size. My go-to knitting project is usually socks. So, you're probably not going to like my answer because what I carry is something that is no longer available, Corinne. I'm very, very sorry in advance. So, 2 years ago for Mother's Day, Jordana Page, who designs fabulous knitting bags, was having a sale. And her bags, while I've loved them, I actually got her Knitter's Satchel, which I believe was one of the first bags, and I used that bag for years. I mean, like 4 or 5 years exclusively. It was my purse. Like my everyday, carry it everywhere, take it to work, slam that thing in and out of my car. It's got dragged on concrete and everything. I used that for 4 or 5 years before it finally gave up the ghost and fell apart. The construction was fabulous. And then I switched to Namaste bags, which I went through 2, I believe. The quality wasn't quite as good. The handles would stretch, and the PVC pleather, whatever that it was made from, would crack and peel. So I wasn't as impressed with those. I still have some of their bigger bags, like in terms of everyday use. They didn't hold up quite as well. Namaste is no longer in business, so that's kind of a moot point. But if you get one on a D-stash, be prepared for that, because the handles, like these little handles here, would stretch because there wasn't support inside. There was like a little support down where they joined the bag, but nothing up through here, so this part would stretch. Anyway, so not this last Mother's Day, but the previous Mother's Day, Jordana Page was having a sale, like something like 55 or 65% off on her Cora bags, which I'd kind of been eyeing, but going, $100 some odd dollars. I think they were about 120 bucks. That's a lot to spend on a purse, but I mean, I don't have a ton of purses. I have one purse that I carry everywhere. It's everything for me. This is my bag. This is everything. So I told hubby, that's what I want for Mother's Day. He said, go ahead and order it. Actually, I asked him, I put it on the web, on the computer like 2 weeks before. And then like about 4 days before Mother's Day, I got an alert that, hey, this is the last day this sale is on that you can make the shipping by Mother's Day. And I said, hey, did you ever order that bag that you wanted me to put up? And he goes, oh, no, I didn't. I was like, have you gotten me anything for Mother's Day? And he goes, no, go ahead and order it. That's what happened. So I got the Cora. Unfortunately, I hate to tell you, Jordana Page is no longer in business. She decided after 14 years to get out of the bag making business. But if you can get one of these, I love this bag. As you can see, it's, oh, hang on, I can get you dimensions. I have my knit kit. Ugh. This sucker is roughly 13 inches wide by 10 inches high by 7 inches wide at the base. It's a decent sized purse. It also has both the short handles to carry it by as well as a removable shoulder strap. So if you want it over your shoulder, if you want to carry it crossbody, you can do that. The other main feature then, if you don't want to take the entire bag, say you decide to go out with some girlfriends or you're just going to knit night, you don't need the whole thing. This front little bit zips off and you have a clutch. And then it will zip back on the front of your purse. So that's a feature I like. So like when hubby and I went to the company Christmas party, and there's a little handle that will come out the side of the clutch too if you want to have a wristlet instead. There's a zipper inside of that as well if you want to zip ID further, so it's not just a little toggle for the flap. Then the main part of the bag zips shut. I know zippers aren't totally knitting friendly, and I think when she designed this bag she was going more for purse that could also double as a knitting bag versus exclusive knitting bag. So I'm going to show you guys the inside of my purse, and it is, I'm taking one thing out because it is a disaster. So here we go. You've got, right when you open it, actually before you even open the main part, so let me zip the main part shut. Before you even open the main part, there's this other zipper over here where there's a spot. Then you open the main part of the bag on the front, the side with the clutch. I'm going to flip it around so you can see. There's 3 pockets of varying size along that front. I keep my iPod and my phone over in the first one because it's big enough. Then I'll usually see stuff is shifted around. Oh, good golly gravy. Everything is where I don't want it. Okay, then there is this little center bit, so you can keep your wallet and your purse stuff on one side and say you're knitting on the other side, which I don't have any knitting in here now, but it is big enough. You can take a project bag, shove it down one side, okay? And I can probably fit 2 in there if I really wanted to. Yeah, see I stuffed it all over on one side. I'm sorry guys, this is, yeah, there we go. So I could probably fit 2 sock projects in there, or 1 shawl project. There's, so the center unzips, so you can also secure stuff a little more. And then the back, where that top zipper thing was, there's another zippered side thing that you can keep stuff in. So there's pockets galore, which I love, so you can keep stuff organized. If you can get one of these, I would. I think they were in 4 colors. This is the Dove Gray. There was a rose quartz, or maybe it was a dusty rose. Dusty rose, that was it. Which kind of looks like rose quartz to me. It was kind of a cross between a rose and a lavender. There was a darker teal green almost. I can't remember what the official name for it was. And then there was a red one, more like an oxblood color as well. So I went for gray because knowing that I will carry this for years, it is what goes with everything. I've had one case where getting caught in a locker door at work, I had one little nick on the handles. Otherwise, this bag, for almost 2 years carrying it, is pristine. I love this bag. If I see any on sale, I'm going to buy another one because I love it that much, and I hate hunting for purses that are both good for knitting and good for everything else. So I don't know if that helps Corinne because let's say I'm a mommy who likes to live dangerously. My kids are potty trained enough that they can tell me when they have to go to the bathroom. So I don't take spare underwear or spare pants with me or pull-ups. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. But we have not had an accident yet outside the house. Back at the grocery store, and they tell me I have to go potty. Okay, bathrooms are at the front of the store. Can you hold it till we get there? Yeah, and we make it. And we don't run. We just finish our shopping, go to the front of the store, use the bathrooms. I don't know what to tell you. So there's plenty of room in there for like a wallet, a sock project. If you just have one, I'd say a spare set of underwear, a spare set of pants, that kind of thing. So give it a try. Find something. The best thing I could tell you would maybe be going to a department store or something, or somewhere where you can look at the bags, see what you need, bring all the stuff with you that you normally carry, and see if they'll let you take one of the bags and try to fit all your stuff in. So you can see if it fits, see if it works. I haven't seen one of the Swift bags in person. I've heard people rave about them, but it's something I'd like to have one. I would love a cork one, but I know that's not going to happen anytime soon, and I don't need one. Well, I want one. I don't need it. So it's down the list of stuff that I'm going to get for myself. So yeah, I think that's it. I'll let you guys go since we're getting so close to the holidays. I'm sure everyone's time is precious. And once again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next week, happy knitting.